I would say that I'm a first graduate in my family. So I'm not aware about this IIM and IITs very much. So this was the first time I heard about this IIM. Then I started digging about more what is it mean and what it takes to get into IIM and what the preparation journey. Then after going through all the thing, I realized that only the few people are able to convert into the IIM, and it really took a lot of time and effort, as well as the people are preparing it for more than 2 to 3 years.
Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of GIBS. Today we have with us Mr. Subas. He's from IIM Lucknow and let's hear about his journey, how he prepared for CAT and got a spot in IIM Lucknow. And we will also discuss about what are the challenges that he faced and what are the strategies that he applied to get, to tackle those challenges and got this result. So I welcome you Subas in this episode of GIBS. And please introduce yourself. Tell us about your educational background and family background as well.
Yeah, thank you, Anand. Thank you for inviting me this episode. And first of all, I would like to say about my journey where I have been from. I born and brought up from the southernmost district of Tamil Nadu. It's a rural place. And after my school, I went to city Chennai for my undergraduation. I did BA Mechanical Engineering from Anna University. And after my graduation, I worked in a TVS Group Wheels India Limited as a quality engineer. Then I moved on to TCS, and there also I worked as a quality engineer in an insurance with the insurance client. And during my academic, I had maintained a good profile. Like I scored a 90% in my 10th and 90% in my 12th, as well as I am able to score 89% in my UG also. So it helped me get into a good profile with, and I'm able to crack the CAT and get into good IIM. Now I'm doing my first year graduation in IIM Lucknow.
And tell us about you have you have a huge work ex actually. You work in three companies, TVS, TCS, and with the insurance client as well. So why did you decided to leave that career from this? Leave the career and prepare for CAT exam. And what motivated you to do that?
Okay, so in my first work experience, where I was a quality engineer, I was supposed to handle both the supplier quality as well as the customer quality. So in that role, I closely worked with my customers. In that scenario, when the customers' perspectives on the business and the overall objectives on their outcomes, it's completely different from the what I was worked, where I was worked. So that created a question on me, like what is the thing that's different in the both cases. Then I discussed with my manager, and he said that it took a year of experience to gain such a perspective and big picture on the company or corporate to have the such a difference between you and them. But all of a sudden, suddenly, one of the IIM graduate get into my company, and he's able to head the marketing division of one business unit entirely. Then it created a dilemma on me, like how he's able to do that. As I said in my intro, I'm from a rural background, and I would say that I'm a first graduate in my family. So I'm not aware about this IIM and IITs very much. So this was the first time I heard about this IIM. Then I started digging about more what is it mean and what it takes to get into IIM and what the preparation journey. Then after going through all the thing, I realized that only the few people are able to convert into the IIM, and it really took a lot of time and effort, as well as the people are preparing it for more than 2 to 3 years. Yeah. So it created a panic in me. Then suddenly one of my college mate, he put the post in LinkedIn. Then I contacted him that he was able to convert the IIM call in the first attempt itself. Okay. So I was really impressed from his journey. So I want to ask him how he got done that. Then he shared his entire journey of CAT preparation and IIM. So it created a motivation in me that I am also able to build that, create that profile in my life. Yeah. So then I started preparation for my CAT, and I cracked the interview and I did into IIM.
Okay. So, I mean, as you have said that after graduation, you didn't know about that there is something called IIMs and CAT and IIT. So, when I was in my 12th, I also had no idea about what is IIT, what is NIT and all. So, fortunately, one of my friends mentioned. So, from there, I got to know about what is NIT and JEE mains or IIT JEE. So
Mm.
from there, actually, I started my journey, and that's how it started with everyone. Nobody knows by birth. You got to know about these things depending upon the right time and place whenever it is. So tell us about when did you started your preparation for CAT after having that experience with IIM candidate in your company heading a marketing division of a particular product. So tell us about when did you had this clarity that now I am going to prepare for CAT, and how much time did you take to prepare for it?
Yeah. So after my all research, I came to the decision that so let's try this preparation. And also I was very sure that I can't I'm not a very good consistent person in case of academic. So I am not able to give a 1 or 2 to 3 attempt in my life. So I want to make sure that I want to get into the IIM in my first attempt, or else it's okay to not to give it. So after the discussion with my friend, I joined the coaching institute because I was very sure that I want to make into the IIM in my first attempt, and it was very difficult for me to balance both my work ethics as well as preparation. So I joined the coaching institute, and it really helped me a lot in case of preparation, scheduling, as well as mock, etc., etc. So during that preparation also, wherever it's not a single journey, right? So when I started my preparation, I started it at month of April, and it took nearly 8 months to for the entire journey. And in the entire journey also, I scheduled my preparation in the terms of like for the first 3 months, dedicated for covering all the syllabus. Then the rest of the time, I decided to take a mock, entire mock interview and section wise mock. So it really helped me a lot in the D day. And in the D day itself, you know that CAT is a really unpredictable exam. Even
Yes.
though you have a very good preparation and good mock and good confidence, it's an unpredictable game. You don't know what's going to
Yep.
happen in the end day. And it really went well. Then after the result, I started for other preparations.
Okay. So if somebody from exactly from your background is there, like somebody who is working in a corporate and trying to come, trying to uh, inspired to take CAT. So how much time do they need actually? If you can give us a time limit that okay, 5 months or 6 months is necessary for preparing of CAT, that will be sufficient amount of time.
Again, I would say it depends on each candidate, and everyone has a different potential. So in my case, I gauge myself with my friend, a close friend, because I have traveled with him for 4 years of time during my UG. So I know him better, so I compare myself with him, and I'm able to give a same timeline for me also. Only difference is that he did the self preparation because he didn't join any job before during the preparation journey. So,
Yes.
but I was in the job now, so I balanced. I want to balance both, so I joined the coaching institute. And also, I have one more friend who prepared along with me, but he prepared only for the last 2 months. Again, he is able to crack the CAT, and now he is at a good institute. Yeah. So again, it depends on the persons and the potential.
So tell us about what are the challenges that you faced while preparation. Many of the people face challenge with the VARC. Some people face challenge with the quant. Some face challenges with logical reasoning. So what type of challenges that you faced while preparation?
So I faced the first challenge is VRC. So as you know, I'm an engineering background, so I was comfortable with the quants and the DILR. But the
Yeah.
thing is, on VRC, I felt really hard. During my syllabus coverage, I found that I'm not good at this VRC, so I need to dedicate really extra time for that. And I'm also consistent in giving the time during my entire journey. Like I used to spend a minimum of 3 to 4 hours every day. So after this syllabus, by the end of syllabus covering by the end of June month, I gave extra 1 hour for a VRC. So it helped me to improve my vocabulary as well as VRC preparation. By the end of October month, I'm able to see the improvements in my score also in the mock. So this was my first challenge, and the second challenge is my consistency. As I said, I'm not a consistent person to sit on when preparing the exam. So by seeing my friends putting status on the social media, it always keep me distracted. Why am I sitting every night and preparing for the exam? Why should I go and play with them and enjoy like those people? So in order to make that make myself consistent, I dedicated 1 day or half day every week for my own recreational activity. This helped me balance both my preparation as well as my social enjoyment. And the third thing is QA. Even though I'm from engineering background, I'm able to solve the questions, but the thing is I'm not able to solve more number of questions in a short span of time, because you know the CAT is a had has 3 session, but
Yeah.
people will say it's not a single exam, it's a 3 exam combination of 3 exam. So after covering first section and second section, I felt that my entire energy was dropped and I'm not able to give the maximum output in my third session. So what I did was after every mock, I used to evaluate all the session, what are the mistake I have done and why I did that mistake. But in the QA session, I used to take a notes of what are the question I did the wrong, and what is the question why I didn't choose, and why I didn't choose that question. By keeping the notes of all the mock questions, and I used to revise these questions before taking another next mock. So it helped me to improve the number of attempts of questions also in QA. And these are the challenges I faced during my preparation.
I mean, as an engineer, everybody face challenge with VARC. Actually, I have interviewed quite a few people till now, and everybody says that yes, I have problem with VARC, and as an engineer, we somehow lack in that thing. So,
Yeah.
and the next question will be, since you have prepared with the job, so tell us about, is it better to leave a job than prepared, or is it better to prepare with the job?
Yeah, so I was in the same dilemma while I was preparing, and I stick myself to the decision like I want to prepare along with my job. You know that in this world everything will go unpredictably, and especially in case of CAT, you cannot breathe the exam,
Yeah,
and even so, it is good to have a backup when you are preparing for such a competitive exam. So it not only give you a backup, but also it will give you the work experience, as well as it will give some stipend during next preparation also. After not only that, it will also add a good composite score when you are doing the next attempt.
yeah,
So in my opinion, it's not to leave your job for your preparation.
yeah. Actually, I mean, many of the people said that said to not to leave the job actually, because if you have the job, you have a work ex, and you don't have the gap year to explain to everyone that why there is a gap year. And
Yeah.
if you have a job, then you can actually give an answer to a lot of situational based question, that we have you ever this kind of question like, have you ever faced a dilemma,
Mm.
ethical dilemma, or what are the challenges that you face, this kind of thing. So you will have something in back of your mind to deal with all this type of question. And moving on towards the material actually, so what are the study materials that you choose when you started preparing for it, and how you choose that which coaching you would like to have, and if you have any suggestion on the part of material and coaching, please share with us.
Okay, so in case of material, I prefer only my institute material rather than anything, because if you can find lot of material in the online, and
Yeah,
I don't want to confuse myself with a different material and different topics. Even though you are able to cover lot of different institute material, at the end of the day, it's an unpredictable game.
yeah,
So anyway, be confident in preparing yourself for the concept alone. So I made
yes,
that choice and I stick on with my institute material. And also, if you are, I would like to say, if you are a college student, a final year student, and they are taking this CAT preparation, and if they are not joining any institute, they are doing the self preparation, they can follow the YouTube videos, because there are good videos available in the YouTube also.
yeah,
It will help you to guide what are the syllabus in the CAT, as well as what are the key concepts that are needed for the preparations.
yeah,
So after that, taking so few marks and sectional marks will help you hone your skills and necessary things. Yeah.
yeah, actually. And after the study materials, now you have prepared for it, you have take your coaching and you are done with your preparation and you got your result. Now the challenge is started with your interview, because whether you are going to get an IIM or not, it solely depends upon your interview skills. Your CAT scores matters, but your interview is like a critical thing. So tell us about how did you prepare for your interview, and after that tell us about how IIM Lucknow's interview was different from other interviews.
Okay. So immediately after my CAT, I started my preparation for current affairs because I'm not a good person to keep up with the current affairs. So I believe that it took a lot of time to grab the all the necessary things because if you're a fresher starting this the reading newspaper, it really take a time to understand the concept what's going on here and there. So I started reading the newspaper immediately after my cat. It really helped me a lot in initial stages. And after that, by the month of January, I brushed up a few my academics because in interview it would be expected. Then after that, I took some mock interview from my institute. It really helped. And also before getting to attempt to any interview, I used to talk with the people who are studying there and how was their interview experience. And it helped me to answer the questions also, and it gives the confidence on attending any interview.
Yeah.
And during what differentiate the IIM Lucknow interview is like it's completely different from others. I would say like it happened for only 12 to 15 minutes, I guess, for me.
Okay.
It's the same for other students also. Talk with them. And the thing is, like, they won't start with tell me about yourself or something. They will simply ask whatever questions they come across in their mind. For me, they are started with the current affairs. My interview happened 2 days before the budget, so they asked me like, if you were in a position to give suggestion to Nirmala Sitharaman regarding the budget, what are the two suggestions you would say? So it went on like that. Then after the follow up my answer, they will ask you follow up questions, and also they asked a few questions related to hobbies and also my family background, and that's it. It really went only for 10 to 12 minutes, I guess.
Okay. Actually, yesterday I had one interview with IIM Bangalore guy, and he told me that his interview of IIM Lucknow, I think, yes, he talked about IIM Lucknow interview. It went for only 2 minutes, and he's now in IIM Bangalore. I don't know how they judge and what they saw in him that he didn't got a call from IIM Lucknow actually, and he told that his interview only went for 2 minutes and that's it. It's actually very unpredictable. I think the interview process.
Yeah, here we are following. They are taking not only the entry mark, but also the VAT score also plays a vital role.
Okay.
So that the thing make differentiate in this interview round, I guess, because the professors are very sharp in analyzing the students. Like even with your within the 2 minutes, they got impressed with their intro itself, that's enough.
Yeah, actually, and we are now at the part where we are going to learn about IIM Lucknow and through your experience actually. So tell us about your IIM Lucknow experience and divide it into two parts. The first part will be the first 3 months, and after that next 5 months.
Okay. So you know that IIM Lucknow has the name like hell. People used to call it as hell. As a name suggests, the first 3 months is really a hell for any student. It will be very difficult for me to manage both my academic as well as the SIP, which means summer internship preparation process. Yeah. So every day we used to have some kind of presentation, project work, then here and there interview preparations, then quizzes, exams. So it was like a very hell. I hardly find 3 to 4 hours sleep during that time. But on the other side, after the 3 months, the SAP process, it's like a heaven. You can say that. Like every day, every week, you are able to find some kind of event going on in the campus, and you find a lot of time to enjoy those events, and you can able to improve yourself whatever the way you want to see after the MBA. Like they will give a lot of opportunity in case of participating in CCAs, which means clubs and committees and academic interest groups. So by taking part in these committees and extracurricular activities, you are able to hone yourself wherever way you want. So it's up to you after the 3 months of journey. And summary, we can say that in a last 8 months was like a roller coaster ride for me. It went like a blink of eye. After that 3 months of struggle, it went like a blink of eye. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I mean, for us, the entire 2 years, it went like this.
Yes.
We just feel like this same time we came in and now we are going out, but you will feel the difference after 3 months actually. With the 3 months of that rigorous training, you will get to know that okay, how to answer any question, how to do PPT, how to talk to anyone, or even how to express anything that even if you don't know and you are in a lot of crowd, you have to address those crowd, you can do that after that 3 months actually. And that's, I think, the first 3 months is the major learning that we get from entire this 2 years of MBA actually.
Yeah.
And yes, you have like beautifully described it that this 3 months is hell and heaven kind of thing. So that was really a nice, I mean, there's a different and nice perspective of you actually on this. And at last, please give us, give the aspirants some advice, some suggestion on how now the interview process is going on. So how they should prepare for their interview, or if you have any trick, how to calm yourself in between interview if you forgot anything, how to deal with this kind of situation. So if you have any trick, so please share it with us.
Okay, so first I will go through with the fresher as well as workex.
Yeah.
Let's talk about first fresher. If you are a fresher, like please focus on your academic, brush up your academic and core subject. You know what are the core subject? You know that focus on that core subjects and then start prepare for the current affairs. The current affairs anyway, it's very important. You need to be very aware about the nation wise as well as the global wise. What are the things happening here and there, and especially when you are going for an interview, you read a newspaper at the morning, like the recent news has yesterday what happened there before that interview day. So that's really play a vital role, because in one or two interviews I received some questions from that. Give you two business news that you have gone through today. So I want to say that answer. So you can't say I didn't see the newspaper at that point. So that's very important. And whereas in case of workex, the same thing needs to be same as the fresher. But the thing is, you don't need to brush up all the concepts from the academic. Just to go through few topics which you feel very comfortable. Rest is fine, and be focused on the work what you have done in the after your graduation. Whatever you have done, be clear with that. That's very important. And whenever you are answering your workex question, or else any portion of responsibility that you have taken during your college, try to give it in a STAR framework. That will give a structured view on your answer, and it also helps the interview to think that you are good at communicating your view, what you have done in your post. So apart from that, yeah, in an interview mostly it depends on the institution. Each interview will go. But in case of Lucknow, it go for 12 to 15 minutes, and in case of IIM Bangalore, it will go for 30 minutes. So it depends on the institute also. So I would prefer to say that talk with the seniors or any student who is studying there. They will give the guidance on you how to tackle those interviews also. It will help to answer why do you need to join that institute question also. Okay. Apart from that, yeah, if your old B schools have a VAT preparation, VAT exam also. So if you are not a good writer, I would say it's a time to start your preparation on that also. Take any topic and write a one page essay on that, and used to follow the framework, like give your introduction para and the body of the para and give the conclusion. What really matters is whether you are able to complete that entire passage in a specific period of time. If you don't come with without completing the passage, which means without conclusion.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's it. But otherwise, it's a chill.
Yeah. I mean, you have explained entire interview process to us, and it was like quite a structured one as well. You have given us a point-to-point way how to go about it, and this actually concluded our this interview. And I would like to thank you again, Subas, for joining us here and shares. And you have shared like very valuable experience with us, and some of the insights that you told us on talking to our what do you say, candidate from the particular college. If you are going for interview to that college, make sure to go and connect with them on LinkedIn, and they will respond. Believe me, because I am connecting with right now with Subas through LinkedIn. There is no personal connection with us at this point of time other than LinkedIn connection. So you are going to contact with some of your seniors, talk to them. If they cannot do any video interview, just message them what are the questions and answer, and somehow make sure that your doubt before going for interview is clear. So with that all, I will thank you again, Subas, for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Anand. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.